Good morning, guys. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea, matcha, coffee, green tea, ice cold Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew. What are we drinking? What are we eating? What part of the world is it that you're watching this? And what time is it that you're watching this? Guys, how is everybody? Thank you so much. Over 13,000. Over 13,100. Like, that was... Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. So, listen, I wanted to tell you guys that I watch a lot of videos, and I've been following the Wade Wilson thing and the phone calls and all of that drama and trying to figure out how in the world people could follow and try to support this guy who has admitted and confessed to unaliving two women in a brutal way. And then I see GoFundMe's for Gypsy. And people donate. And I can't figure it out. And a few of you have said, hey, is that GoFundMe real? And I say to myself, well, I think you need ID for that. And I think that the registry was for real, right? Because the baby registry, because Ken said, why wouldn't it be? Basically, so why wouldn't this be? The question is, why would people donate? That's the thing. I mean, is she sending them a handwritten, thumbprint or, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. But that's happening. However, back to what I was saying about, like, watching videos and such, I came across this while watching a video about Wade Wilson. So I wanted to share this with you and see what we have in common and what we don't have in common. Listen.
Wade mentions that he is housed with a famous monster by the name of Mark Sievers. Mark Sievers' wife, Teresa Sievers, was murdered at her home in Bonita Springs, Florida. Two men bludgeoned her to death a hammer 17 times. Curtis Wayne Wright Jr. and Jimmy Ray Rogers, both from Missouri, were charged for the crime. Mark Sievers was arrested and accused of masterminding the murder. He was sentenced to death, and now him and Wade are in the same facility once more.
Okay, now, did you see the common things there, the common denominators? Did you hear the number 17 with a hammer? Our girl with a Kinfe. Did you hear that those two guys were from Missouri? Nick was from Missouri, right? Did you see that he got death? He got the death penalty for masterminding that. Did you see how Gypsy's out now ruining a bunch of shit? Like, just running haphazardly through our life like a bull in a china shop, destroying everything along the way and accusing people of doing things to her. So you see the similarities and you see the differences. An unalivement where the mastermind got the death penalty. An unalivement where a mastermind got a smack on the wrist. Let's find out about more. Because there is more. There is. Does anybody remember Pamela Smart? She finally takes responsibility for her husband's 1990 unalivement for the first time. She's the one that messed with the student, right? Isn't she the one that messed with the student? And how much time is she getting? Yeah. In prison for plotting. Whoa. Where is this going? Hang on. So it says about Miss Smart, Pamela Smart from Concord, New Hampshire. Pamela Smart, who is serving life in prison for plotting with her teenage student to have her husband killed in 1990. She finally accepts full responsibility. You think that's because she's doing life imprisonment? Unlike Gypsy, who's not taking any responsibility in any way, shape, or form, because she didn't commit the deed, the act. How come Pamela Smart, Miss Pamela here? I mean, what's the difference between that girl and this girl? And this young boy? What's the difference there? Oh, he was a man. Yes, he was a man. Nick was a man, but, everybody's saying that he had the IQ of like a 15-year-old kid. So How is that okay? Do you see? You see the similarities and the differences? Or how about this guy, Dan Markle? What about him? Well, he was unalived because of a custody battle, it's assumed, between him and his wife, or estranged wife, or ex-wife. And you know who was going down for that? And he finally got charged? The brother-in-law. The brother-in-law of the victim. Because he was for hire. He masterminded it. And let's see what he got. Mr. Adelson. Oh, he got sentenced to, wait a minute, let's go to it, let's go. He got sentenced, oh, by the way, Pamela Smart's been incarcerated for 34 years. Gypsy's 8.5. Is that a joke, or is that a joke? I mean, that's just like a joke, isn't it? Yeah, so Charlie Adelson, Wendy Adelson's brother, and Markel's former brother-in-law, was convicted of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and solicitation of murder. Unalivement, and sentenced to life in prison and an additional 30 years. Gypsy got 8.5 years. What's going on here? What is wrong with this picture? That's the question. And then you got to remember the most infamous mastermind of all that we know. Oh, this guy. Charlie boy! Charlie got sentenced to the ultimate. But then that penalty went away in California, and he ended up doing his life in there, and he ended up passing away there. But not Gypsy. Gypsy got 8.5 years. How did that happen? How did Gypsy's interrogation go like this?
But it is the most crowded possible.
I think Disney World is really crowded.
Mom and I had went for Christmas Day one time and to see the floor.
Really? You wouldn't think on Christmas Day it would be that crowded.
Well, I thought since they showed the parade on the TV, Disney World Christmas Parade, that it was on Christmas Day that they had the parade. They filmed it like 2 months early.
And how did Nick's interrogation go like this?
She knows about all of that. Okay? So, do you want to do the right thing by Gypsy if you love her?
No, the truth is I worship her, so
I know you
there's
do.
no way I wouldn't do it.
I know.
don't think her.
I know you do. I believe you do. But this is the point where you're going to prove whether you do or not, okay?
Why did she have the comfort of a couch and a blanket and not being handcuffed? And Nick got to sit like this while he was handcuffed. Why? What made Gypsy appear so innocent? I think it's really pissed off the people that were made a fool by her. And I think that there's been a lot of fools by her. Not just by her, not like Ken and Ryan and the Blanchard family, not like that, not like literally. I mean like the people that have been like supporting her. And the people that kind of wiped the crime away saying that, well, it was Nick. I think that those people have caught on to the fact that that's not the popular vote anymore. And they're starting to feel a little stupid. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, I believe. And we just might see the back of Gypsy Rose's head as she goes back to prison. What makes her more special than any of these people? They all have stories of why they did what they did. You know, the Adelson, he was going to take my kids away. I was worried for my kids. I can't live without my kids. The other one wanted money. Wanted some sort of freedom. Who knows why he wanted to unalive his wife? It doesn't matter. It's as important as why Gypsy wanted to unalive her mom. As we know, she wasn't stuck in a wheelchair. As we know, she had the freedom to come and go as she wanted. As we know, it was Dee Dee. It was Dee Dee that was more needy. I'm a poet and I know it. Towards the end of her life without the actual end being her life, which is what Gypsy did. And again, why so fucking brutal? Oh, God. Guys, what are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking. Guys, this is Issues with Teddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Subscribe, like, share. Come on over. It's free. It's free, and we appreciate it. We're a good community, and I'm proud to be a part of it. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks.